Hi guys, it's Friday. Thank God, thank God. I want to thank you guys for joining me with the Gezelle Talk Show. I'm your host, Gezelle Nicole. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Um, I apologize for running just a tad bit behind. I was trying to get everything situated and straightened out, and it looks like we got everything good. So, thumbs up. Thank God, thank God. Hopefully you guys can hear me good. If you can hear me good, then go ahead and give me a nice thumbs up as y'all enter the room. Y'all can give me some good old thumbs up or just give me some hearts, some whatever, some star, whatever it is. Just show me some love. Let me know that you guys can hear me loud and clear and there's no blockage in between us. Okay. We're going to be getting into things today. We have a special guest. She's from Orlando, Florida. Well, she resides in Orlando, Florida. And she is the truth, honey. So, yes, I'm so honored to have her joining us. My bad. So honored to have her joining us today. So, yes, that's going to be absolutely wonderful. She is actually one of our major mainstream guests. Like she's a household name. She's a known girl. So yeah, I feel really excited about that. So yeah, I hope you guys are ready to get into all that good stuff here. You know, I like to give a little motivation and all that good positive spirits and positive vibes and all that good stuff there. So I just want to say, whatever it is that you're trying to do in life, stay focused, stay grounded, stay consistent with it. Let nothing or no one hold you back. Regardless of the circumstances or the situation, always push forward. Always try to see the positive in every situation, because through it all, there is a positive and there's always a blessing. What in the lesson? So please try to learn from everyday experiences so we don't repeat the same fuck ups. Do you understand me? No. Our show is sponsored today by Nay Does It All, Nay Boogs on Instagram. You guys can check her out. She's responsible for doing our backdrop. She also did our t-shirts, our logo t-shirts, as well as our mugs. Everything will be up on our website. Just give me time. I'm going to drop everything for you guys. For everybody that wants your free t-shirts and mugs, please go ahead and DM me, or you can go to my Instagram page, the Gezelle Talk Show Podcast. DM me there. Let me know what size shirt you want and leave your contact information as far as where I'm sending everything to, and I'll get that sent out to you. Just make sure you wear your t-shirts and tag us when you are at us when you wear them. And I got the Loud and Wrong t-shirts coming as well. Just be patient, people. We got it all coming, and I feel very happy about that. Let me get my girl on here because I want to go ahead and get into everything with her so we can get this professional part on out of the way. Ooh. Let's see here. Let's see how I do this. Okay, I think she has to be. I think she has to be on here. So let me see. Let me send her invites. Where is the diva? Right there. Okay. So I sent her an invite, so I guess it'll come on once she accepts. I'm figuring that it will pop up. and I'll see it and I can be able to add her, or she'll just enter the room. Who knows? But you guys, I wanted to speak, I try not to like overdo it when it comes down to transgender awareness. But at the same time, I feel as if a lot of the transgender situations that take place in America, they get pushed under the rug. They don't really get the proper notoriety or even outlets of people, seeing what's going on in the community, just because of, people personal beliefs or whatever you may feel, believe, or whatever it may be. One thing about it, and two things for sure. This is what I want you guys to understand. Even if it's a person that's abusing drugs that I may not like, and I've been through a lot when it comes down to drug abuse within my family, within my personal relationships and stuff. So when it comes down to that, my patience and my tolerance is very low. But when I'm dealing with someone, or when I come across someone that is suffering from this illness or this disease, I do try my best to be as patient as I can to understand what they're going through. Because although I have not been there, I smoke weed, yes, but I have not been there with being strung out on a hard drug that can totally take over my life and everything that I'm doing. I still try to sympathize with those people because I know that I'm human and I could be there. I feel like when it comes down to a lot of transgender issues, we're not actually being we're not being taken serious, and I have a problem with that. I feel like it's a lot of things that goes on. Excuse me, guys. I'm trying to get her in here. That goes on, and it's people who addresses these things, and I feel like it goes right over people's heads, and they don't see it. And they say a lot of things like Black Lives Matter, but when it comes down to trans lives, does it really matter? So I'm going to be bringing on Mulan Williams, the doll. How are you, my diva? How are you doing tonight? I'm doing wonderful. I want to get you. Was it not allowing you? I'm trying to get oh goodness. Yeah, I hear you. I can hear you now. I'm gonna have to bring you closer. Can you hear me? Okay, how are you tonight? I'm wonderful. You looking fabulous as usual. Thanks. Okay, so I want to get right into things with you. Go ahead and let the people know exactly who you are, what it is that you do. Okay, definitely. So, when did you start your Divas in Dialogue? Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes. I see all the work that you do, and I just want to applaud you, give you your flowers because you do amazing work for us, and I thank you. I've tried to send girls your way, but the girls have to be ready for that. They have to be ready for that acceptance and to be ready to level their life up and stuff. But I've tried to send girls your way and everything, and I'll still continue to do the same thing. So, what does your organization provide? That's something that's really good. That's what's up. And to show the girls that, there's something more to life than just the regular, of what they may know, to show them that they can build a resume and go and put that resume in and get jobs and live as a productive citizen. That's really big.
Call from 1813384
That's really, really big. So I definitely respect that. I respect all that you do, but I definitely respect that. So, what inspired you to advocate for the LGBT trans community? Right. Mm-hmm. Mm. Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Wow. Right. Mm-hmm. Right. And that's one thing that I always try to implement. Like I always try to tell the girls and stuff is like when I came out and I start, transitioning with what I knew and stuff. I was way back in high school and I didn't see it. I didn't see representation. I didn't see anything that I can identify with. I just knew what made me comfortable and what made me happy. And that's all I cared about. So for you to see another trans girl doing something that inspires you, that's all, in the line of being a productive citizen, that's something that's very big. So, and I think that's good for younger girls to see because then they can think broader than just doing what we knew as the norm for girls. None. I'm 40. That's it. That's it. Right. 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 Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Right. Because you was right. And so, and you was in the beginning. That was in the beginning. So it wasn't like you could just post a picture like today. Like you could just, right. So you had to. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And if you're a well-known girl, you wasn't finna try, like they wasn't finna fuck with you like that because they were scared you was gonna spray them, put them out there, all this type of stuff there. So it was hard. It was very much so hard. Yes, God. So I understand. I understand it. So well, you did a little bit of that. I was gonna say, tell us a little bit about your backstory. Right. Damn. Just a part of life. Wow. Mm. Right. Right. But you didn't know any better. Right. 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 Mm-mm. To even go to the doctor and get hormones and all of that. Like back in the days, we had to take birth control pills and had to find girls that we can get. Right. All of that stuff there. We had to do the. Right. You had to just pray like, Lord, please let this help me and not kill me. But yes, you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. You're absolutely right. And it's better because then it makes them feel more comfortable. It's like you don't have to go through it because a lot of the sex work and stuff that we did was to support our transition and support us, just living in a normal society and stuff. So, yeah, that's definitely helpful. Right, because you did. Right, you just did some face stuff. Exactly. Exactly. We have to just keep girls like you at the forefront, and keep rooting for us and all that good stuff there. So this question here, like this is something I debate a lot with my family, with a lot of girls that I know and stuff, just a lot of people in general that I know outside of the LGBT community. But I debate with them because it's when it comes down to the Black Lives Matter. When the Black Lives Matter stuff was going on, and it's like I'm for us 100%, but I just feel like when it comes down to trans girls, there's a lack of conversation that's being had there. There's a lack of media that's being covered there. And it was so many girls that were being killed, violently, and they wanted us to turn around and support everything that was going on with Black Lives Matter, but no one wanted to speak up for the girls that was being killed by the hands of other blacks in the same breath. Mm-hmm. It's only us. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's something I stand on, and I tell a lot of people, I say, you can't say Black Lives Matter if you don't have an emotion or feeling when you see one of the trans girls killed or you see one of the gays beat up just for being themselves or being true to themselves. I feel like that is just the total slap in the face, and they'll stand 10 toes down like, I was going. Yep. And I don't understand. I just said this. I was just speaking about this same thing. They'll hide the family's pedophile. They'll keep that a secret. But the person that come out and say that they're gay and comfortable with themselves, they'll spread that throughout the whole family. They'll disown them. They'll beat them up. They'll do all this crazy stuff. I just don't understand that. I don't understand that when they're being more of a man than the man who's bending someone over and not telling anyone but going to marry another woman. Like, please, please. And it absolutely does not. And that's something that I just try to stress within our community because I feel like white trans girls are not getting killed at the capacity that the black trans communities are getting killed at. A lot of those white folks, they support their people. They don't give a damn. They'll support. I sat there and I watched it. But when it comes down to us, it's just like, Oh, because it's out in the open and you can see or you can identify, you know what I'm saying? You can realize then it's a problem. And I just don't, I feel like that is just so wrong. That's definitely something that we need to change because Black lives definitely, it doesn't matter to all Black lives when you're excluding us.
Exactly. Mm-mm. And whenever there's something going on in the community where it's a rally or anything, trans women and gay men are always there for anything. We will protest for our community, but we just do not get it in return. And
Nope.
it's so sad that we don't.
Yeah.
It's really sad.
Yeah, the support is never there. So I was just seeing, I had seen on Twitter that something happened in Vermont with the school or something of like a trans kid that was in a locker room or whatever with the other girls and was changing, and I guess one of the girls had a problem with it and went to the office, and then their parents had something to say about it, whatever it was. But Caitlyn Jenner had made a tweet stating that little girls shouldn't have to be subjected to little boys while in the locker room. Speaking of the transgender child in the school that was changing, with the rest of the girls. What's your take on that? Mm-hmm. Some people need to keep their opinions to themselves. Exactly.
But for me, and I was going to try to avoid this question, but for me, it's like a scale.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a 50-50, but I'm also like, with the word transgender, and it's case by case.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Me. Just my opinion is case by case. Just like with the sport thing, it's case by case.
Mm-hmm.
I feel as though if a child parent allowed them the privilege and the honor to be themselves,
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Anyone as they want to be, as far as sports and everything.
Right.
I feel like I understand what some of the people are saying. Say if you're in high school, and you just found out that you just came to the realization that you're a trans, I don't believe you should automatically be on the girls' team.
Right.
That's just my personal opinion.
Right. Now, me personally, because I've been here. No. No, it actually didn't, because I identify with what you're saying. I identify with what you're saying, and I understand what you're saying. And you're right that when it's something that soon, then it's like a scale. It's a give or take with each situation.
Yeah, each case is different.
Right. But because even with me, when I was in high school, I didn't go in the girls' locker room to change. They had a special place for me. So I think that's where it comes to providing a safe place for everyone. They did that for.
And I like that because I think that's helping both situations. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're not changing around the girl that's in a less than because you're not developed.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So that was good with me because it was like they said, okay, well, we don't want to offend anyone, so we don't want you going in the girls' locker room. But then it was like, oh, well, I go in the boys' locker room. That ain't no problem. And then it's like, we definitely not finna have you going in the boys' locker room. So they provided a safe place for me. And I think if more schools did those type of things, knowing that it's a new day, it's a new society, right, you got to implement those things. But when it comes down to like actual playing, I ran on the girls' track team. When I was in high school, I ran on the girls' track team. So, but it was like they didn't let people know. It was very much so, under the radar and all that good stuff there. So I know it was something that they didn't want to happen, but they needed it. And so that's why with me, it's always like I'm straddling the fence type of thing, because I never want anyone to feel like they never had a chance. But at the same time, it's just like, how can you deny these people just because of the way that they were born? So that's the whole thing with me. I think it's just they need to broaden it more. You can't just do just a girls and a boys. I think there need to be a in between somewhere.
Yeah, I definitely agree. That would definitely help, and that would help in so many ways.
Mm-hmm.
It also would help the other kids to know that, hey, it's just not black and white.
Right.
There's something in the middle, and then they can grow up already knowing that.
Right. It's so true. My thing, I was rubbed wrong about it because of the way Caitlyn Jenner had expressed it. The vocabulary that she. I'm so sick of her. It's just like, girl, you don't even know the struggles. Like, please just sit somewhere and have yourself a good time these last few years you got. That's it. Like, stop it. Ugh. But, yes, I really, 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 really enjoyed this conversation with you.
I did too. I wish you the best of luck with it.
Thank you.
Platform.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. I thank you so much for supporting the movement. And I wish more people would support it.
Definitely, definitely. I'm going to definitely keep it going. Consistency is key. So I'm going to touch back with you hopefully in the future, and we can talk about more big things, and we can be even on a bigger platform.
Yes.
And you keep doing what you're doing for the community. I thank you so much, and I appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sis. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yes. Okay, everybody. So that was a wonderful, wonderful conversation. If you guys have any questions for Miss Mulan Williams, you guys can leave them in my inbox, or you can also go to our Instagram page and you can put them under the posts with her, what is it that I put up there? The podcast thumbnail or whatever, what she's on, and you can put all your questions up under there. I'll send them to her and make sure she gets them. She follows me, so I'm sure she'll see them and she'll be glad to answer them for you guys. That was a wonderful conversation. I really, really, really appreciate having her on. She's the absolute best. And if you guys are in the Orlando area and you are a trans girl, whether you're a trans female to male, male to female, whatever it is, LGBT community, and you are looking for just a safe place or anything, reach out to her, Mulan Williams, on Facebook. And she's located right in Orlando, guys. Now, I should have asked her about this before we wrapped up and got up off of there, but I wanted to speak on Boosie Badass. I usually don't talk about Boosie because Boosie pissed me off to the highest degree of being pissed off. Like, he makes me so mad. But Boosie Badass continues to slam Kanye West for debuting his controversial White Lives Matter shirts, and Ye has responded. On Friday, October 7th, Drink Champs dropped the teaser for their upcoming episode featuring Boosie. In the brief clip, we can see the rapper acting berating, Ye for creating the shirts for his Yeezy Season 9 fashion show in Paris. He even repeats his previous request for Ye to dye his face white. The Louisiana native first told Ye to bleach his face by posting a photoshopped image of Kanye with the skin tone. Oh God. Sorry, guys. Basically with his skin bleached white. So He say nobody getting done like blacks getting done from 300 to 400 years to today. Boosie continued to say, and you a fucking conglomerate. Don't put no white lives matter on, no fucking wrong with you, blah, blah, blah. He was very much so upset about it. But yes, you guys, how do you guys feel about this Boosie, about Kanye West White Lives Matter shirts? Guys, go ahead and comment on my Instagram post. I'm going to put up the picture with Kanye West and that Owens girl. And yeah, you guys can go ahead and comment under there and let me know what you guys think about his new White Lives Matter shirts. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in with me tonight on this beautiful Friday for the Gezelle Talk Show. You guys are the absolute best. I appreciate you so, 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 so much. I'll talk to you guys next week. And I have a very, very, very special guest that is going to be here next week. You guys don't want to miss this. If you ever watch the show Love After Lockup, then you definitely want to tune in to my show Friday, the 14th, because I'm going to have a special guest from the show, We Entertainment's Love and Lockup. Love After Lockup. So make sure you guys are tuned in, and I'll be letting you know later on this week who the guest will be. But he is a handsome fella, and he's one that all the ladies love, and all you guys know exactly who he is. So I don't want to give away too much, so that's enough. I'll see you guys next week for the Gezelle Talk Show. I'm your host, Gezelle Nicole. Thank you guys for tuning in. I love you and have a great Friday night. We gon' fuck up the night.